Welcome to another edition of the Glittery Bones of Advertising. I'm Craig McLeod. This is the third time I'm trying to intro this.
Third time. The third time.
Well, it's exciting today. We're going to take a look at something that's really interesting to me. I'm a bit of a car person. I love cars, whether they're old, new, or in between. It's a really a passion of mine. And my good friend Carol Thirdschnappel, who residing across the way from me right now, come across something that, would you like to intro it, Caro?
Yes. So it's an ad from Suzuki, and it highlights one of our pet peeves, or I guess something that everyone's experienced, which is road rage, and kind of looks at the idea of, can a car make you feel good about other dickheads on the road? So let's have a look.
Incidents of road rage are putting lives at risk of being less fun.
It's cool. My song hadn't finished anyway. You helped me out.
The only way to end the age of road rage is to drive a Suzuki Swift.
My lane is incredible, isn't it?
The sporty, stylish, incredibly fun Suzuki Swift.
I'm just tucking into your slipstream.
End road rage. Drive a Suzuki Swift. Suzuki.
Kaboom. I'm going to start straight off the top. I love it. I love it because it's clever. I love it because the car's super small and super cute. I love it because the character, the main cast of the character is outstanding. I think he really hit the mark for me. I love it because it was on Victorian Road. So they're cruising down Beach Road and in a car park somewhere that I also recognized. So many bits about the ad really tickled me because the juxtaposition of the lady that pulls into his car park, we've all been there, Chadston, Christmas, like what the? But he's just like, I get to listen to the end of my song. I love you for it. You'd help me. I thought it really tickled me and got me. It really did from a car point of view. I think well done, Suzuki and the guys who put it together.
Very good. Anyway.
For me, I had like the opposite feeling, but talking good about the ad, good ad. I liked how they brought in Suzuki's song. So that's like the trademark song that they use in their ads. So I thought that was cute. I found him to be like really passive aggressive. Like he was kind of like, don't worry about it, but I'll find you later and I'll stab you in the face. Which I thought was kind of an interesting.
I didn't get that from him.
No, I don't know. Like sometimes, I guess, actually, to be fair, when I have road rage, I'm kind of like him. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it, you dickhead. Love ya. Big smile, kind of kill him with kindness. But I don't know, like can a car make you feel good about road rage? I don't think it can. But hats off to them for trying, I guess, a different kind of tactic about something that we can all relate to. But for me, it just, I don't know, it just didn't quite kind of click together. But it was well shot. And I also enjoyed the Melbourne scenery.
Oh, gee, we're just scraping the barrel trying to find something.
Yeah, right down the bottom.
He's in the tin and you're just...
How about you, JD?
Oh, me? I like the idea. I would take a offence at a comment that you made, Caro. You say, it's something we all hate, road rage. But I quite like road rage. I quite like being part of the frustrated few, going around making people feel better about their days by showing just how fucking angry you man can get. I quite like that. It's a release. I think everyone deserves to get really, really angry in the confines of a bubble that only they can hear what they're saying. But I like the idea of all of the things in the ad. I like the idea the most.
Yep.
I thought the casting was interesting. It seemed like he was just maybe a little bit too big for the car. And that's why Craig maybe didn't like it. Just looked a little bit
for every car.
And I like when in that first thing where like there's just some bits and pieces in it that I look at and I go, did you really get angry there? Like when you're behind the box, or there's no other cars on the
Oh,
road, why did you
yeah.
just overtake them? Like it just
Oh,
seemed
yeah.
like there was a bit of like the execution wasn't as big as the idea was. I thought the idea was terrific, like make road love, and I think they could do more with that. Like I like the idea of
I reckon
this is a
knowing the
car
brand,
that
they
makes
probably
you
will.
feel good. Go around giving out, flowers to, blokes walking along. Who knows? Like there's a really lovely thought about combining this feeling good with a car in a really kind of interesting way, because most of the time, most car ads are like,
Feature,
that's
feature,
it. Like that's cool. Look,
feature,
it must be a
benefit.
car. It looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
But they've actually really tried to, connect in a very kind of obvious way. Don't make road rage, make road love. And then I think if they take that a bit further, it could turn into something really interesting. I thought the idea was the best bit.
Good.
Cool. Delicious.
I loved it. I'm in Craig's camp, and I think my favorite part about it was the relatability of it. It's probably for me, I and JD, you might disagree, but I know that feeling of being on St Kilda Road and being stuck behind those bikes. Like that, for me, that was just so relatable. And even though, the talent was male, like I still was able to, I guess, see myself in that situation. So I loved the relatability of it. I thought it was super interesting that they did shoot it on Beach Road, and how relatable it would be in interstate environments. I'm not sure. Like for me, that was sort of the final scene. I went, oh, and like it really got me, that last scene. And then I also loved how the whole concept of the ad fed into the final line on frame for fun's sake. Like, you almost think for F's sake. So I thought that was like a nice, cute little tie into like their overarching brand positioning as well. I loved it. I was very pleased. Thanks for showing it to us, Caro.
I'm surprised. I thought everyone would be the opposite. So it just shows that I don't know you guys.
Oh no, we're a bunch of positives here these days on the Glittery Bones
we
of
are.
Advertising. Yes, we are.
I
think JD makes a really valid point. I think the extendability of the campaign I love as well. I really think that then running through socials, there's so many things you could do in these little scenarios that could play out that could be loads of fun with that one as well. And as I think Carrie also mentioned, is the cues in there with the brand song really important and clever.
Yeah.
But different.
I think for fun's sake, I think,
is cool.
Cool
as cool can be. Okay, we're going to take a little turn here to something that's going to, I think, ruffle some feathers on people when we hear the response. Cara, would you like to charge us with what's the question we're going to ponder today?
The hardest question in advertising that we're going to ponder today is, would you rather live in a world where advertising has no sound or advertising has no colour?
So when you say colour, can I just clarify just very quickly before we leap in?
Yeah.
How do you read stuff without any colour? Or are we just saying it's all black and white?
It's all black and white. Yeah. So it's silent.
I'll go with sound. Absolutely every day, 100%. Like sound, advertising without sound does not allow someone to paint a picture.
Although, JD, I'm going to quickly preface you with an ad we looked at from the UK a long, long time ago where they put the ad up, and what was it? No sound whatsoever for 30 seconds until the end frame. And what was the end frame? Kit Kat?
Oh, something about Imagine.
But whatever it was, there was an ad with no sound. But I am in your...
No, that was the Christmas ad for Isn't It Great when there's no ads? It was a public service thing from Kit Kat. Take a break from the Christmas ads from Kit Kat.
He did.
Yes, it was, but it was a Christmas ad.
But it had a little bit of in the background.
Some background white noise. I'm with you, and I'm jumping in. Sorry, ladies, I know it's International Women's Day, but I'm going to jump in just quickly because I believe that if you can't hear an ad like JD, it's going to be difficult to sell. So my preference is to run the entire rest of our careers without color, although I'm finding it hard to even say it. But I do love the idea of color because it's got so many, it's so rich and it's vibrant and it brings things to life. But I'm going with sound. I need sound. You can keep your color.
What about you, Gab?
I'm on board with both of you. I think we need sound. And if you think about the platforms and where we're heading with like TikTok and Instagram Reels, like the sound is one of the most pivotal parts of those platforms. And then if you look back to when TV first started, it was just black and white. So I think, history tells us, and perhaps where we're heading tells us, that sound is incredibly powerful. And although I do love pink, so I'm really struggling now.
Really? You do you? Is she the only one?
You can't tell.
Although JD's got a little bit of stripe about him today as well. He's running a stripe. Okay.
All
right. I kind of ebbed and flowed on it. I was like, I don't know. Because I find that color can be super emotive. And
there's
black
a fence
and white,
with your name on it somewhere, Caroline.
There is.
A fence with your name on it.
No, I'm not going on the fence. I'm going to agree with the majority and say, for me, audible sound can impact you in a way that color can't. Like goosebumps can only come from sound. They can't come from color. So for me, I agree.
What about inaudible sound? How would that work for you?
Stuff it. It's comparable.
Comparable. Audible sound.
Sound for me, like it definitely. If I'm watching an ad and I get goosebumps, I'm like, it's worked. 100% has worked, and it's always the sound that does it. So look at us, we're all agreeing.
Wow, that is a consensus.
And that is the end of the episode.
That's the sound. That's the sound of community.
I'll shut up and you can say what you're going to say, JD.
No. I was just saying.
Cut that out. Cut it all out. I'm going to end the episode now.
JD seal clapping that he does. It's the best.
That's another edition of the Bones of Advertising. Don't go change them. We'll see you next week. Happy International.